when the river stood still. The Jordan was at flood stage. Its waters ran fast and wide, swallowing the banks and daring anyone to cross. On one side stood the people of Israel, families, elders, children, watching the current churn like a warning. On the other side waited the land God had promised. Between them stood Joshua. He did not raise his voice. He did not rush the moment. He gave a strange command instead. Tell the priests to take the Ark of the Covenant and step into the river. Not when the water receded, not after a sign appeared, but first. The priests lifted the Ark, symbol of God's presence, and walked forward. The river roared at their feet. One step in, then another. And the moment their feet touched the water, the current stopped. Upstream, the river piled up like a wall. Downstream, the riverbed emptied. The flood stood frozen, as if creation itself had been told to pause. The priests stood firm in the middle, and the people crossed on dry ground. Every tribe, every child, every burden carried safely through. Stones scraped beneath sandals where moments before water had ruled. When the last foot reached the far shore, Joshua commanded the priests to come up. The water returned. The Jordan flowed again, as if nothing had happened. But everything had changed, because the promise had not moved closer. The people had stepped forward. Commentary note: this story teaches that faith often requires movement before certainty. God did not stop the river while Israel watched from safety. He stopped it when they stepped in. Obedience came first, clarity followed. The Jordan reminds us that waiting for perfect conditions can delay God's work, but stepping forward in trust opens a way where none seems possible. Historical note: this event is recorded in Joshua 3-4. The Jordan River regularly floods during harvest season, making the crossing historically significant. The Ark of the Covenant, carried by priests, symbolized God's presence among Israel. The crossing marked Israel's entry into Canaan and established Joshua's leadership after Moses. This retelling expands imagery and pacing while remaining faithful to the biblical account.